I know they small good.
Everyone know how to have a nice yard. You ride down the road, see people, and see their lawns, and you just think it's good. And you just really want that too. And it's not hard to obtain. You can get that very easily. And I'm going to share a few tips and pointers for you. Joe Lample on the Joe Gardner podcast show, he says that all great lawns have 4 things in common. That's sunlight, soil pH, nutrients, and it has drainage issues, access to water, root growth. First things first, you want to know what type of turf grass you have, because each turf grass is going to require different things, different fertilizer rates, and everything else that goes into it. Once you figure out what kind of turf grass you have, next things up is sunlight. Is your yard getting enough or not? That's the thing you need to know. If you have too many trees, maybe you cut some down, maybe you can limb them up. That's also an option, and that'll help out in case you have bare spots, thin grass, drainage issues, all that. Second is soil pH and nutrients. One way to know what you have in your soil is by taking a sample and sending it off to a lab. You can do that and make sure that you always label what kind of turf grass you have so they know what you need and what you do not have in your soil. Dr. Greg Munshaw from the University of Kentucky, who has a PhD, says a healthy soil is a healthy turf. As long as your soil is fine and everything else, your grass will grow perfect. With that being said, one easy way to amend your soil is to do aeration or aerate. You can rent a machine that's going to pull cords out of your yard. And what that'll do is that'll open up the compaction level. That'll take care of any weed problems that you may have. It will also allow the water to drain further into the soil so it can drain better so you don't have standing water. And that'll also be able to make the roots penetrate further, deeper into the ground. And that'll also help for drought issues. So that way, when you get into a drought, you got deeper roots that keep driving down and you don't have to worry about its watering as much. Third is your access to water. You need to have enough water to be able to let it grow, but not enough before you overdo it. Oversaturating the yard is not a good thing. So you want to do a deep and infrequent watering. And what that means is you want about 1 inch of water a week. And that'll help out. And the way you can figure that out is by taking some old tuna cans, putting them out in the yard and running your irrigation heads and seeing how much water you collect for that inch and how long it takes to get there. And you can do about twice the water 2 times a week to get to that inch. But if you do a more frequent and shallow watering throughout the week, your roots are going to stay on top of the soil and it's going to die when you get to that drought. That's why it's also important to have that root depth. The last thing I want to talk about is mowing. A lot of people don't realize that mowing is a big issue. You always want to make sure you have sharp blades to get that good clean cut. Because if you don't have a sharp blade and you don't get a good clean cut, it's going to tear the leaf tissue. And that'll open up for water, diseases, and anything else that may occur with that. You never want to cut more than a third of the plant itself. You cut more of a third off, you cause more stress to the plant, and it can also hurt the plant. Larry Leonard from Territorial Manager of Aquatrolls also says that to control all your watering, you control the turf grass itself, you control the results. So you just want to control everything as much as possible that you can. So in conclusion, if you follow these steps for aeration, sunlight, drainage, watering, root growth, fert, you will have a nice, cleaner yard. Thank you, and hope these tips help.
Good job.